What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today we're going to talk about some Halloween and speculation and theories. You guys, so today I want to talk about something that I've seen, but I was like, I didn't try to touch on it right away, but now it's growing to be something I've been thinking this. So yeah. So today I want to talk about, you guys, is Michael Myers starting to become, intentionally after Laurie Strode? Like, is he starting to come after her? Like, he's knowing who she is. He's starting to remember her 40 years ago. So we know what Hawkins told her in Halloween Kills. Basically, like, it's not about you, Laurie. If it wasn't for Dr. Zartane, he wouldn't have known where you was. It's not about you. He just wants to go home at the end of the day. And I know that kind of hit for Laurie, because it's like, at the end of the day, you were the one that was obsessed. You thought Michael was obsessed the whole time. He wasn't. But now I think it ends that's the case. He's not obsessed. It's almost like a thing where he's like, you know what? Your family has been in my way a lot, because I don't think Michael's stupid or nothing. I think he knows who she is, but he didn't care as much. He knew that he dealt with her in the past, because at the end of the day, you guys, Michael kills anyone that's in his way on a route to his house. Like Lonnie said, if you line up all Michael's victims, they lead up to the house. So with that being said, you guys, as we see in the Halloween Ends trailer, we see Michael and Laurie going at it. Now, at first, I was like, man, I never seen Michael do anything like that. Now, I done seen him, in 2018 when she bit his finger when they were fighting upstairs. He grabs her and he like throws her off the thing because it probably just hurt it. I done seen, him do something like that, but it was different in the trailer. We seen him turn on a disposal and he's trying to stick her hand in the disposal. So it's like, man, so Michael obviously knows, he's not dumb. And it's almost like, I'm thinking like, bro, and a couple other people are saying this too. It's like, does Michael like want revenge on Laurie? Because they have been, messing him up, man. They have been messing him up. I'm not gonna lie, with the mob scene, they stabbed him in the back. He got shot a few times. His fingers blown off. His jaw, he got shot in the jaw, and it's all because of like Laurie in a way. So, I mean, now I don't know if this could possibly be, the case of him returning to Haddonfield, because it's a 4-year time jump. Like out of nowhere, he just decides like, I want revenge on her. Like, I don't know if that's the case. But I do think that he's aware of her now. Like, he knows he wants to do something to her. Obviously, because it just showed in that trailer when he's sticking. It's like out of all body parts, you could, he's just going for the hand, because why? She took his fingers away from him. So, Michael's very aware. Like Dr. Zartane said, he's gauze in his hands and he can feel stuff. He's just evil. So, yeah, I can see that. And I've heard from someone that actually just seen it. If you guys don't want to hear this, you guys 5 seconds. It's not spoilery. It's just kind of like a little showing tone and vibe. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys should not be here. But I just heard that basically like this is the most brutal that we will ever see Michael and Laurie go heads up. Like, it's like they're going to go at it. Like, I'm talking, this didn't happen, but from what I'm hearing, it's like they're going to go at it, like scratching. It's going to get, when we know in 2018 she bit his finger, so it was kind of high right there, but we didn't get it in Kills. But yeah, it's going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy. It's going to get brutal. This is the end. That's what I'm hearing. They're going to go at it, you guys. And I got another video I want to touch on. I'm going to put in a different video with Halloween Ends as well also. But, and I've been thinking, you guys, as I read the synopsis and everything, maybe we're thinking too hard about Corey, making him just seem to be obsessed, with Michael. You know what I'm saying? What if this, you guys, think about this. They said that Corey is accused of killing someone he's babysitted, right? So, what if, two things. What if he he did not do anything. And like I said, Halloween night, the same night as kills when Judy Greer died, aka Karen, Michael, after he kills her, he goes over a few streets over, which is where, you know, Corey lives, And you're saying that Corey's accused, right? They didn't say he killed, he's accused. So, keyword accused. What if Michael actually, you know, runs into Corey or whatever, and all these babies say maybe Corey's taking out the trash, and Michael, you know, he is Michael Myers. It's not like he doesn't kill. It's just he has a reason, kills for no reason. You know, people do come in his way and he just kills them. He's evil at the end of the day. What if Michael completes that kill and Corey witnesses it, you know, with his own eyes, and it kind of makes him see with his eyes, like, man, like, bro, like, just... And he kind of looks up on Michael Myers and everything. I mean, he's heard about him, but he actually crossed paths with the boogeyman. And, you know, stuff comes, he gets accused, he's the little boy, you know, the innocent kid. And they, the town of Haddonfield, they bash him off of just what they just went through with Michael. And on top of that, if this happens the same night as Karen dies, and then over there we got freaking Karen laid out dead upstairs in the Myers house, the mob, they're already mad. They're shaking the whole Haddonfield hospital, and then they just died from Michael. They're gonna be pissed. They don't want to hear anything, bro. They're done with it. It cannot kill them, right? So, but on the next street, we hear that this kid is accused of killing someone, and I can just see, you guys, the whole town of Haddonfield becoming bullies. They are becoming bullies. Like, they're like, you know, that Corey kid, yeah, you're nothing but another Michael. You're nothing but another Michael, da 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 da, and you deserve to be locked up. And they throw away the key and stuff like that. But it's like they have no proof or anything. Like, it's just kind of like the case is in the air, if that makes sense. You know, him and Allison gets cool, and you know, Allison, you know, they're good friends, and she will go to the furthest to, you know, help him. But on the side, he's getting bullied, and he kind of wants to make them pay. You know, he's that kid that he wants you guys to pay for bullying me. You know, and over this 4 years, his life has just went to shit, you know. And him and, you know, Allison grew a friendship over these 4 years. That's why they're so tight. And you know, Laurie knows him, but he's been doing something on the side that's starting to be noticed. And what has he done? You know, what if, I don't know how he would do it, but what if this happened, you guys, with Michael, somehow, someway he takes the mask that night. Maybe they're fighting or something, or it's like a little tussle. He takes Michael's mask and he just runs. And he has Michael Myers' mask. So the whole 4 years, you guys, Michael goes without a mask, but we don't see it. It's just like a 4-year time jump, you know. Maybe in that, you know, that the opening of the movie, Michael gets his mask took by Corey, and Corey's had it for years. And it kind of, you know, he's just looking at it, and you know, to touch on with the wall, and they had, you know, the newspapers of the Myers house. That's Corey's house. That's his room. That's where he does his research for Myers. And since Haddonfield bullied him, he wants Haddonfield to suffer. Real Michael, he's nowhere to be found. He's a cave dweller, like they say. Cave dweller. And Corey's the one that I wouldn't even call it obsessed. He kind of, the feeling, you know how you put that mask on, you put on a Michael Myers mask, how you feel. I think it kind of grows on him. I think he doesn't even start off obsessed. I think he just wants to make a point to Haddonfield. Like, he goes out and he scares people. Now, I don't know if he's going to go to furthest extent to killing now, but he goes out to scare people to keep Michael's name alive. Because why? That's the best way to make Haddonfield feel the pain that they put on Corey from him being innocent. He got bullied into becoming a copycat of Michael Myers. He's got bullied, and he's got tore down, and he's just going out every night, going to people's house, scaring them. They're like, we've seen Michael, but we haven't seen no kills. That doesn't seem like Michael. It's stuff like that that's giving them hints like, is this really Michael? You know what I'm saying? But he actually is doing this, right? And Laurie's been doing her research with her memoir and everything. And that's another thing. Possibly, you guys, that's for, you know, what if, you know, Laurie's been so invested in her memoir, and she's been hearing about these flashes of Michael, but Michael usually kills, you know, murders pop up, babysitter murders and stuff. And she does like research. Her saying like Michael's been in this area. We've seen him. You know. And maybe that's where the radio tower comes in, where they're like kind of connected. The radio is talking about, bro, they had the radio is like, yeah, man, we saw, it's talking about the Michael Myers guy still out there. Whole time it's Corey. And Laurie one night, she's just out strolling, she just, she's still embracing life, but she's like, man, it's that part that everyone's having that question mark about. After 4 years, we just don't see Laurie being, just good with herself and embracing life, knowing that he's still alive. So she's still out there. She's still cool, but she's just trying to find him, And that night, and this was in one of my previous videos that I just posted. Go check it out, you guys. It is a crazy theory. Laurie sees Corey, and she sees him go in the house, but she just drives past. And she kind of stakes out his house, and Laurie breaks in. And she sees the newspapers, the obsession. While he's out scaring people, doing what he's doing to make it sound like it's Michael, and he's back. She's up looking through stuff, and she hears the door open. And that's when we get that scene when Corey opens the door like this. And she's like, who are you? Take your mask off. And maybe that's where Corey and Laurie, she's actually the one who broke in his house. That's not Laurie's house. That explains a lot. And so he leaves his own house out of being scared and finding out you're not Michael, you're an imposter. And he goes into the sewers because Laurie calls the cops. She doesn't want to deal with that. She don't think she's safe, so she calls the cops. And that's where we get the scene with Allison running out the car. We get Hawkins running up, and we got the blue lights flashing in Laurie's face. So she tells Hawkins, because they're hearing Michael spotted, Michael spotted. Laurie tells him it's an imposter, it's a kid that's obsessed with him. He has newspapers. They go in the house and check everything out and look through stuff. So that in that case, they know who Corey is immediately, because that house is probably labeled as that's the kid who lives and who killed the babysitters. If the babysitter murder could have happened in that house, so he can't go back home, so he goes in the sewers, right? And this is where we get that scene. This makes a lot of sense. We get that scene where Michael grabs him. In that moment, that's probably where Corey takes all his stuff off. In that moment, Michael grabs him. Michael reunites with the mask. And that explains a lot. He kills Corey right there. So Corey, it's all like, it's going to be twisted. And I think that's what a lot of people, like Nick Castle and Laurie's like, Jamie Lee, she's like, it's going to make you mad. I think this can be a little piece that makes us mad, because we're rooting for Corey because he's so innocent. But then we find out that he kind of went too far. But it's like, it's kind of like he's gotten bullied, so he kind of got forced into those shoes. But it's like he died for nothing in a way. So yeah, you guys, man. And maybe after that, he died for nothing. And that's where we get this scene where Laurie's downstairs in the dark, and she looks and she sees the real Michael. And maybe she's like, didn't I tell you to get out the house? And her and Michael go at it. They're going back and forth. Michael grabs her. She's like, oh, this is real. And they're fighting. They're really fighting. And then, Michael is back. And that kind of explains a lot, you guys. It really explains a lot. Yeah, so she comes across the real Michael. And that just explains why you get that scene where she walks up and her face kind of comes in that blue light. And she's looking like, I guarantee you that's when she sees the real Michael. And she's like, no. And that's kind of what brings Michael back, after he gets that kill, where Corey comes up the sewer. And maybe, that's just how it is. And he, sees the police lights from the false, stuff going on. And like I said, he has revenge out for Laurie. Like, if he ever sees her, it's that type of thing. Oh yeah, it's you. I gotta get you. Even with Allison, like I think he will even try to go as far as to say, if he see Allison, he will go crazy and kill her. So I just think that's the case, and that's why, we hear out and we see Laurie screaming like, ah, like on the stairs, because I think she crashes out. Like, man, he's starting to affect people. He's starting to become a bigger thing, and I think that's the case. I think Corey, once he dies and leaves and stuff, and after Laurie deals with Corey, I think when she sees Michael, that's when she realizes, like, this is the real Michael. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Corey and Laurie even have an altercation. Like he tries to like, just cause she's the reason. Like she's the reason Haddonfield is upset because it's the story of her and Michael and stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe now, I'm not saying Laurie, I'm not saying that Corey isn't going to try to attack people. I'm saying I don't see that happening, but hey, he probably will have him trying to attack people. He's just not Michael. You know, that explains the scene in my previous video I was talking about. So maybe he is becoming obsessed along the way, but maybe he's not starting off like that, but as he's becoming Michael along the way, dressing up like him and mocking him, he becomes obsessed. He starts to enjoy it. So that's what I think, you guys. Possibly that's just a little simple theory. It's not my set top tier theory, just me talking to you guys what I can think could potentially go on. So comment down below what you guys think about this. Yeah, this is the end of the video, you guys. Don't forget to hit me on my social media at AlexScary on Instagram, AlexScary on TikTok, and you guys, Brandon on Facebook and AlexScary on Twitter. And also, you guys, you can become a member of the Patreon, get exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And right there where it says subscribe, next to it you can click join and become a member of the channel, get a nice little cool badge next to your name, and be invited to exclusive watch parties. Also, you guys, don't forget to check out the official AlexScary merch store. And yeah, I want you guys to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all.